Good morning students, this is Sridevi. In our last class, we will discuss about what is an access and how many ways to create a database. In this session, we will learn how to open tables, create and edit records. Here, record means the data into the tables and modify the appearance of your table to make it easier to view and work with. While we are using MS Access, there are 4 types of database objects in Access. Tables are arguably the most important. Even when you are using forms, queries and reports, you are still working with tables because that's where your data is stored. Tables are at the heart of any database. So it's important to understand how to use them. Now let us see the creating the table. When you create a database, you store your data in tables because other database objects depend so heavily on tables. You should always start your design of a database by creating all of its tables and then creating any other object. Before you create tables, carefully consider your requirements and determine how all the tables that you need. Let us try and create the first table that will store the basic contact information concerning the employees as shown in the following table. This is the employee table, field name and data types. Field name, employee ID, first name, last name, address 1, address 2, city, state, zip code, phone number and phone type. These all are the employee information taken as the field names. Going to data types. Actually, tables having different data types such as auto numbers, short text, number, currency, date and time. Let us know how short text as the data type for all these fields and open a blank database in Access. This is the field names and this is the data type. We are already discussed about how to open a blank database in Access in previous session. Now this is the field name and this is the data type. Okay. Now let us see this is where we left things off. We created the database and then Access automatically opened up this table, one data sheet view for the table. Let us now go to the field tab and you will see that is also automatically created. The ID, which is an auto number, field acts as our unique identifier and is the primary key for this table. The ID field has already been created and we now want to rename it to suit our conditions. This is an employee table and this will be the unique identifier for our employees. To rename, we need to click on the name and caption in the ribbon tab. This is the dialog box which appears when we click on the name and caption option. Change the name of this field to employee ID to make it more specific to the table. Enter the other optional information if you want and click OK. We know how our employee ID field with the caption employee ID. This is automatically set to auto number, so we don't really need to change the data type. This is the changed ID. In generally table having many fields, so we need to add some more fields to our table. For that, we need to click to add option and shown in the below figure. Choose short text at the field. When you choose short text, Access will then highlight that field name automatically and all you have to do is type the field name. Type first name as the field name. Similarly, add all the required fields as shown in the following diagram. Once all the fields are added, click the save icon. You will now see the save as dialog box where you can enter a table name for the table. Table name, table, shortcut form is TBL, employee. Then click on OK. Enter the name of your table in the table name field. Here the TBL prefix stands for table. Let us click OK and you will see your table in the navigation pane. This is the navigation pane which shows the saved tables. Let us see how to open an existing table. Now the table basic working operations or tasks are: one can open, navigate, add information and edit them. Open your database and locate the navigation pane. In this navigation pane, locate the table you want to open. Tables are marked with a grid icon. Double click the name of the table. It will open and appear as the tab in the Documents tab bar. To open a table, double click by its name. The table will open and appear as the new tab on the Documents tabs bar as shown in the below figure. At first, we all need to understand the table to work with them. All tables are composed of horizontal rows and vertical columns with small rectangles called cells in the places where rows and columns are intersect. In Access, rows and columns are referred to as records and fields. A field is a way of organizing information by type. Think of the field name as a question and every cell within that the field as a response to that question. In our example, the last name field is selected, which contains all the last names in the table. A field is a way of organizing information by type. Think of the field name as a question and every cell within that field as a response to that question. This is the field names. First name, last name and street address is the field names. A record is one unit of information. Every cell on a given row is a part of that row's record. Each record has its own ID number. Each record has its own ID number. Within a table, each ID number is unique to its record and refers to all the information within that record. The ID number for a record cannot be changed. Each cell of data in your table is a part of both a field and a record. For instance, if you had a table of names and contact information, each person would be represented by a record and each piece of information about each person, name, phone number, address and so on, would be contained within a distinct fields on that records row. To navigate between fields, you can use the left and right arrow keys, or scroll left and right. Let us see how to adding and entering records data into a table. Entering data into tables in Access is similar to entering data in Excel. To work with records, you will have to enter data into cells. How many ways to add a new record? There are 3 ways to add a new record to a table. First one is in the records group on the home tab, click the new command. This is the new command in the ribbon bar. And next one is one of the record navigation bar at the bottom of the window, click the new record button. This is the another way to add new record. And next one is the simplify. Begin typing in the row below your last added record. Occasionally, when you enter information into the record, a window will pop up to tell you the information you have entered is invalid. This means the field you are working with has a validation rule, which is a rule about the type of data that can appear in that field. Click OK, then follow the instructions in the pop-up window to re-enter your data. This is the dialog box which shows that we entered data is valid or invalid to that particular cell we want to enter. How to save a record? Select the Home tab and locate the Records group. Click the Save command. Be sure to save any unsaved records before closing the table. Let us see how to edit records. To quickly edit any record within a table, simply click it and type your changes. However, Access also offers you the ability to find and replace a word within multiple records, as well as to delete records entirely. To replace a word within a record, you can edit multiple occurrences of the same word by using find and replace, which searches for a term and replaces it with another term. Select the Home tab and locate the Find group. Select the Replace command. The Find and Replace dialog box will appear. And click the Find What box and type the word you want to find. Click the Replace with box and type the word you want to replace the original word. Click the Look in drop down arrow to select the area you want to search. Select current field to limit your search to the currently selected field. Select current document to search the entire table. Click the Match drop down arrow to select how closely you did like results to match your search. Select any part of field to search your search term in any part of cell. Select whole field to search only for cells that match your search term exactly. Select beginning of field to search only for cells that start with your search term. Click Find Next to find the next occurrence of your search term. Teams that match your search will appear highlighted in the black color. Click Replace to replace the original word within the new one. The original word has been replaced. While you can use Replace All to replace every instance of a term, replacing them one at a time allows you to be absolutely certain you edit only the data you want. Replacing data unintentionally can have a negative impact on your database. Let us see how to delete a record. Select the entire record by clicking the gray border at the left side of the record. Select the Home tab and locate the Records group. Click the Delete command. The record will be permanently deleted. The ID numbers assigned to record stay the same even after you delete a record. For example, if you delete the 34th record in a table, the sequence of record ID numbers will read 32, 33, 35, 36 rather than 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 up to so on. record 34 has been deleted. Let us see the modification of tables. In MS Access, it offers several ways to modify the table data. These changes are not just about making your table look nice. They can make the table easier to read too. Resizing fields and rows. If your field and rows are too small or large for the data contained with them, you can always resize them so all the text is displayed. To resize a field, place your cursor over the right grid line in the field title. Your mouse will become a double arrow. The mouse will be double arrow. And this is the double arrow. Click and drag the grid line to right to increase the field width or to left to decrease the field width. Release the mouse, the field width will be changed. To resize a row, place your cursor over the bottom grid line in the gray area to the left of the row. Your mouse will become a double arrow. Click and drag the grid line downward to increase the row height or upward to decrease the row height. Release the mouse, the row height will be changed. Let us see how to hide fields. If you have a field you don't plan on editing or don't want other people to edit, you can hide it. A hidden field is invisible but is still a part of your database. Data within a hidden field can still be accessed from queries and reports and any other related tables. Let us see how to hiding fields in table data. To hide a field, first right click to the field title. From the drop down menu, select hide fields. Okay, the field will be hidden. If you decide you would like the field to be visible again, you can unhide it. Simply right click any field title, then select unhide fields. In the dialog box, click the check boxes of any fields you would like to be visible again and click close. Let us see the following formatting options in table. Alternating row color. By default, the background of every other row in an Access table is a few shades darker than the background of the rest of the table. This darker alternate row color makes your table easier to read by offering a visual distinction between each record and the records directly above and below it. To change the alternative row color, select the Home tab and locate the text formatting group. Click the alternate row color drop down arrow. And another is select a color from the drop down menu or select no color to remove the alternative row color. Your alternative row color will be updated. Here, the place where we select our desired colors to our table. After choosing that, this is the table how appears with alternate colors. Let us see some more additional formatting options in tables. To view additional formatting options, click the data sheet formatting arrow in the bottom right corner of the text formatting group. Okay, the datasheet formatting dialog box offers several advanced formatting options, including the ability to modify background color, grid line color, and border and line style. It even includes the ability to view a simple table with your formatting choices. So play around with the various formatting options until you get your table looking the way you want it. In this session, we discussed about create, opening, edit, save, delete, and how to modify the table data. Discuss some more topics in another session.